Hey guys, it's Russell back, and on today's video we are going to be continuing our Walmart Clean series. We're going to be testing out Meguiars Ultimate Wash and Wax. Out of all the car soaps that we're going to be doing, this is the one that I think I'm most eager to find out how it performs. It's weird because it's strangely, as far as color and viscosity, looks like, well, citrus washing gloss from Chemical Guys. Obviously it's not, but it looks very similar. So this product right here is, I'm going to call it a premium low-end car wash that Meguiars is kind of billing this as. Supposedly it's surface friendly, so it's not going to strip any of our wax or sealant protection. Now what's interesting is on the back of the label, on their propaganda, they tout that this is super high foaming and it's got awesome suds. So we're going to find that out. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to be using our MTM submachine gun style foamer to test the Meguiars and the foaming ability. And then what we'll do is we'll switch to our bucket test and do a hand wash with the car. We're going to find out the lubricity, find out how much soap or soap suds that it makes, and basically find out, does it work? Does it not work? Is it worth you buying or not? Now I do want to tell you guys that I normally do these videos in the morning, and the way that the sun is lately, as it's getting more and more into summer, the lighting is not so good. So I'm trying this video, I'm doing it later in the day to try to get a little bit better color in the video. I don't know if it's going to make a difference. I don't know if you guys really care. Obviously doing this in bright sunlight is not good because it just washes everything out, but I'm going to be trying it, and you guys let me know if it doesn't make any difference. It's kind of hard to do this on a consistent basis in the evening, but we'll just try it and see what works. So enough talking. We're going to go and see what kind of foaming we can get with Meguiars Ultimate Wash and Wax. Alright, I went ahead and put 2 ounces of the Meguiars Ultimate Wash and Wax in with 10 ounces of warm water, and let's see how this foams.
Looking at the foam structure, it's mildly slick. It is a majority of small, very dense bubbles mixed in with some of the medium bubbles. It is pretty runny. Now right now there is absolutely no sun on the car. It's completely in the shade. The sun has gone over the trees. And it's probably about 85, 86 degrees out right now. One thing I do notice is the scent of the foam is extremely strong. It smells in between a lemon and Johnson's baby shampoo. It's a very strange smell. It's not bad, it's just kind of weird. Alright, so I'm going to let this dwell a few minutes, and hopefully we'll come back in about 6 minutes or so and see what we've got left. Okay, we're at the 6-minute mark, and as we can see on the side, I'd say 80% of the foam is now gone, and some parts of the panels have already dried. The horizontal surfaces are faring better. It has thinned out a lot, and it still shows movement. I think that if you were to use this foam, or desire to use this foam in a foam gun or foam cannon like we're doing, that it would be better maybe to up the dilution maybe to 3 ounces per gallon of water. One thing that I do notice, the wind is very still here right now, and the foam smell is almost overpowering. It's even stronger than when I put it on. Alright, so let me get the camera set back up, and we will see if this foam will rinse off of this car and not leave any residue, and more importantly, make sure that it doesn't remove any of our paint, sealant, or wax protection. Alrighty, as we've come to expect with all of our shampoo reviews, it looks like the shampoo has done a nice job of removing the non-bonded contaminants. It does not appear at all that it has removed any of our wax or sealant protection on any of the surfaces. That's a good thing. The surface, well, it appears as you would expect that the residue has been removed from the rinsing. Gosh, I gotta tell you, I can still smell this stuff. Probably because it's on the driveway, but this stuff is strong. I'll have to say that this car wash is probably the strongest and longest lasting car scented wash I've ever used. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to say it works fairly good as a pre-wash, about middle of the road. So next thing we're going to do is I'm going to set the camera up. We're going to go ahead and get our bucket set up and see what kind of foamage we get in a hand wash. Alright, as we've done in our other tests, I'm going to use 3 ounces of this car soap in our bucket of warm water. The car soap is extremely viscous, and if I didn't know the difference other than the smell, the viscosity is about the same as the Chemical Guys Citrus Washing Gloss. Clearly it doesn't have the same performance in our foam test, but it looks same color, same kind of viscosity. It seems to foam well just with our cup agitation here, and it is already garnering a fair amount of bubbles that appear to be very stable, and it's also sitting on the bottom of the bucket just as we would expect with a high viscosity surfactant that is in the Meguiars. So let me get the pressure washer and let's see what kind of suds we get out of this. As with other high viscosity car washes, we had to give it a few extra trigger pulls. The foam is extremely dense. It's weird because when we did it as a foam in the foam gun, it had primarily the very small bubble structures. This has primarily medium bubble structures, and it seems to be holding very well. Now the water has a very slick feel to it, which is very good. This car wash is supposed to have carnauba wax in it, but it feels very slick, almost oily, and that's a very good thing. Alright, so let me get my, I've got my wash mitt set up. We're going to use probably 5 wash mitts on this car. The reason that we do that is that a dirty mitt never goes from the car back into the wash bucket to contaminate our water. I'll use one side of the wash mitt, then I'll use the other side and discard the wash mitt into the bucket to be laundered to remove all the contaminants. Alright, so we finished the hand wash, and the reason that I'm not drying the car as I normally do is because right after this I'm going to do a video that I don't really want to make, but I want to show you guys how to destroy the paint finish. Not the paint finish itself, but the sealant protection that's on the car. I tell you guys all the time, don't do this, don't do this, and there's a couple things I always harp on, and I'm going to show you what happens when you do that. So, back to the review. This is a very good wash in a hand bucket. It's very slick. What I don't particularly like, which I usually say it doesn't matter, is the smell. This stuff is really strong. But be that as it may, it cleans nice. It rinses very clean. It doesn't leave any film on the car whatsoever. And it got everything completely clean. It even removed the bugs that were on here without having to use any type of a bug remover. Well, what do I think about this wash? I'm going to say that this wash is maybe slightly less as good in performance as the Gold Class. And the only reason I say that is because I think the Gold Class does a little bit better job in the foam cannon, and the suds hold up just a little better. But if you wanted a wash that is nearly equal to the Meguiars Gold Class, I think this Ultimate Wash and Wax would be good if you're looking for something that has a carnauba wax in it. But so far, I think that from the Walmart Clean Series, so far the reigning champion of the car washes still is the Meguiars Gold Class. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I want to try to do the next video, but I will release the next video the day after you see this one. So be looking for it. It's going to be good. It's going to show you graphically how to basically destroy your paint sealant in less than a couple minutes using something that most people wash their car with. It'll be good. So anyway, this is Russell, and I will see you guys on the next video.